Hi, I'm Rob McEwan, Principal Percussionist with the Hartford Symphony Orchestra, the Rhode Island Philharmonic Orchestra. I was recently retired from the United States Coast Guard as Principal Percussionist of the United States Coast Guard Band. I also play in the Springfield, Massachusetts Symphony, and I'm the percussion professor at UCONN. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the second etude from Jacques Delecluse, Douze Etude for snare drum. I'm going to play this top to bottom first to get an overview, and then we'll go back and we'll pick this apart a little bit and we'll talk about some of the musical and technical issues that you can work on to make this an effective performance of your own. So that's the basic gist of this piece. Let's talk first about the tempo. The tempo is quarter note equals 100, which is actually a pretty difficult tempo to play this at because it's slow. Not slow in an absolute sense, but it's slow in terms of how you're going to play your rolls, right? Which is after tempo, that's my next topic, which is rolls. How do we produce them? And how we measure them, right? And at quarter note equals 100, your rolls are either going to be measured in 16th notes like this, 1 E and 2 E and 1 E. Okay, so that measuring is 16th notes. Or you can do it in quintuplets, which will give you a tighter roll and probably a smoother roll. However, it's going to totally screw up your sticking and make this thing a million times harder to play because it's going to be dumping you off on different sides of your body, first right, then left, then right, and all over the place, right? My personal preference in choosing the tempo and the roll measuring in this is to go just ever so slightly, if you can, ever so slightly than 100. You don't want to play it a lot faster than 100 because then it'll just be wrong. It'll just be a wrong tempo. But if you can play it a little bit on the bright side of 100, like 104, maybe 106, something like that, that will be a good compromise for you to get a roll quality and roll measuring that works, and it's also in the ballpark for the tempo range. So for the first, I would say 18 bars of this piece, your job is actually pretty simple. It's just to play left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. We're going to measure all the rolls as 16th notes, any downbeat, second beat, third beat, the ands of the first, second, and third beat. They're all going to be played with the right hand. Any E and ah at all is going to be played with the left hand. And this is pretty much gospel from the beginning right to measure 18. Watch. That up a little, but you see my point, which is that you can solidify this piece by just keeping the sticks going left, right, left, right, left, right, and not diverging from that at all. Pretty easy, actually. It puts it in a box that's nice and easy. It keeps the tempo flowing. It also keeps the tempo down. It'll keep it from rushing and getting away from you. So that's my feeling about the roll measuring in this piece, for the most part, certainly in measures 1 through 18, and again at the end. Now we're going to talk about the quality of the rolls. What kind of buzzes are we going to use to make these rolls? There's 3 kinds of buzzes. There's the double rebound stroke to make a buzz, or a roll stroke. It's a rudimental stroke. You'll hear it in drum corps a lot as well. There's the triple rebound stroke. If you can hear on this tape, I don't know if you will be able to, but you're going to hear 3 rebounds on each stroke. It's an orchestral style roll in the sense that it is definitely not a double stroke roll. It is definitely not a rudimental style roll. However, it's pretty open, right? And you get that openness by making sure that you have 3 clean, well-spaced rebounds per stroke. This is the stroke we're going to use for this piece for the most part. And in fact, it's the stroke I use for most of my snare drum playing. It's my default stroke. The third stroke we're going to talk about is a multiple rebound stroke. If you were to slow that down and count how many strokes are in each one of those, I would say probably 7 or 8 tiny, tiny, tiny little rebounds, right? So in this piece, we do not use the double stroke roll at all. We're going to use the triple stroke roll a lot, and once in a while, depending on your drum and depending on you, you might use the multiple rebound stroke. However, this thing is very straightforward from measure 1 to 18. You're going to play left, right, straight alternating through the rolls, through the rhythms, and you're going to use triple strokes for the rolls and all of it. Now, starting in measure 19, let's look at 19, and we're going to go from measure 19 to measure 24 or so. I'm going to play it, then I'll talk about it. Okay, so in this section, you're going to start measure 19 on the left. Don't ask me why, I don't have time right now. But this is where you're going to break from your left, right pattern, and you're going to play the beginning of measure 19 on the left. That drag goes on the left. Then back to the regular rolls. Okay, so that's the same kind of roll we were doing. Measure 20, same kind of rolls too. All that is that's all that is. Some of them are single strokes, some of them are roll strokes, but we're back to that template of straight 16ths. Now the next measure, this is where things really kind of change as far as stickings go. Now we're going to put in some double stickings. I'm going to use some flam taps to achieve these next couple of measures. It's in a piano dynamic, and so you've got to be pretty delicate about it, and you don't want to be using too much repeated muscle motions, because that'll make you tense, right? That's when we start to like to double things up. So watch this. I'll do it slowly. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Sorry, right, left, right. My mouth didn't say the right thing, but the sticks did the right thing. That's how you're going to approach that little technical issue there. Then you're back to regularly done 16th note rolls. You can stick the triplet at the end of bar 23 and pretty much any way you want. There isn't a technical issue with that. And then measure 24. That's going to be right, left, left, right, left. Again, right, left, left, right, left. And then at the end of the measure. Again, I don't exactly have the time to explain to you why we're doing these crazy stickings, but believe me, it works best to do right, left, left, right, left. And here, a word about the drags, right? Drags can either be closed, like I'm playing, so they're like little rolls, zhup, 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 right? Or they can be open in a more rudimental style. In Delecluse, I personally like to use a closed rough whenever I can. If the piece has a lot of back and forth between 3-stroke roughs and 4-stroke roughs, then I might open up my 3-stroke roughs and do them in a more rudimental style. But this piece doesn't have a single 4-stroke rough. We don't have to worry about it. So I like that tight, zhut, zhut, zhut. I like that sound for this kind of music. And that's what we'll do there. Now the next section from, I guess it would be measure 26 to measure 31, we're going back to our standard roll measuring. There really aren't any issues with this, except you might want to stick the various triplets that come in right, left, left. That way you can pick up your rolls again on the right hand, the rolls that come right after the triplets. Measure 30, this thing. All that is it's simplicity itself. You don't even have to think about it. They're all 16th notes. Some of them are singles, some of them are buzz strokes. Now in measure 32, you've got these two kind of unattached rolls, or at least one is unattached. The other one is kind of up for grabs. But I play them both unattached. I like to sort of link them sort of philosophically in this measure, right? So I play them both the same way. What I do is I give them both just sort of an accented 2-stroke roll like this. It's just, I'll play it without the roll, without the buzz part. That's what it sounds like. That's that measure without the rolls. Now we put the buzzes in. Right? Just 2 strokes, unattached. It doesn't tie into an ending. I think they sound good like that together as a pair, right? Played the same way as a pair. But the extra benefit of doing it this way is that the second roll, you have to suddenly come down to piano, right, and be playing really soft coming out of that roll. It's very hard to do if you're going to do to try to get way down there right off your roll. So this way, you're putting a little tiny bit of silence between the roll and the piano note in measure 33. Okay? Stickings in measure, let's see, 33, 34. Let's look at the last 2 notes of measure 34. Right, right, left, right, right, left, left. Again, last 2 notes of measure 34. Right, right, left, right, right, left, left. Trust me, that's the best way to stick that. Measure 38. We're going to do right, left, right, left, left, right, right. Right, left, right, left, left, right. Okay? Right, left, right, left, left, right. So you're going to do that. Then this next line, the 3rd line down from the bottom, doesn't really present much of anything in the way of a technical problem. Again, you're going to approach all these rolls as 16th note measured rolls, same as all the rest, or at least most of the rest. And then in measure 43, luckily, it's a recap. So you know all this music for the most part. You're just going to repeat either verbatim or in spirit what happened in the beginning of this piece. I do want to talk a little bit, though, about measure. Oh, geez, I didn't measure this, but okay, second line from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, fourth measure. Last 2 notes. This thing. So, 2 loud notes followed by a soft roll. Watch my stick heights here. I'm going to do slow motion. Again. As soon as I put my sticks down for those last 2 16th notes in that bar, they stay down. They stay right next to the head. Don't let them rebound at all. They have to be only this far off the head for you to begin the next roll in the next measure. So keep them down there. It takes a little bit of practice to get that feeling. You might end up feeling a little tense, like a little tight in here when you do that, but you'll get used to it. It'll be worth it in the end if you can just keep those sticks down there and begin a nice soft roll from an appropriate stick height. And then there's the last line, plus a measure, and that is also easy as pie. So, yeah, there you go. I'm just going to look through a couple of notes here and make sure that I covered everything I wanted to. Flame taps, yeah, okay, that looks good. So, I wish you luck this year with your auditions, and these pieces are great. This piece is one of the more, quote-unquote, I don't know, normal, rhythmically normal ones in this book, so you should be thankful for that. But it is a lot of fun, and I hope that these few tips are going to help you get the result that you desire for your